Welcome back to Sherlock Holmes. Crimes and Punishments, not Devil's Daughter. Devil's Daughter ended a long time ago. Anyway, I believe we have deduction. Not many deductions, but we have deduction. I didn't click on that. Hey, I wanted to. Thank you. That is the one. And then we can do these. We can't do these. Oh, hold the phone. Wait, what's missing? Obviously, we're missing. We did stuff out of order. Because I'm at the end of my notes here. And we're not at the end of the game there. So what's left? Investigate. We're still talking about John Nelligan, wherever the heck he is. Well, first things first, let's get out of our disguise timeness. It'll also give me time to figure out where we are. Because we're not where we're supposed to be. That is not good. Probably do it this way. What's this? Oh yeah, I'm here. I forgot where I'm going. Is there stuff to... No, there's nothing to look up. Alright, let's just quickly change, and then hopefully get to where we need to be. I didn't quite get there. No, it's number 8. We head to the wardrobe. And actually, that's right. Cool. Okay, now we're gonna go to Scotland Yard. And everything else should, in theory, be to here. I shouldn't have to go back to Woodman's Lee. Even though I have no clue where I am right now, in terms of things to do. We're gonna start here, and poke around to maybe find progress. Alrighty, the game has been saved. Let's come in here. Yes, this.
These are the suspect's belongings.
Because we can do this
I
now.
wonder if these are connected.
Let's see here. Something MR, like, whatever. Canadian Pacific Railway. This.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
Cool. Now, and this is actually probably the last thing. Missing papers. With that. Yes, we get that. Wow! And then it just goes straight to where we need to be. Maybe? No. Wait. Oh yeah, that is wrong. Alright, we're still... It almost actually got to the right conclusion on its own, but... There's one other thing we need to do. We need to do looking for papers. And tell you that it's the innocents. And then that's that. I'm not 100% convinced this is actually the right result of the investigation, but it's what I'm being told. Actually, I can check different sources because I have 2 open. It is. So. Alright, so we can condemn or absolve. I tend to lean towards the absolving. So, yeah, we don't know if it was actually defense against an irrational drunkard, or I don't feel like he's a cold-blooded murder, so, yay morality! This game really makes you talk about ethics in terms of deciding what to do. Yeah, so I realized we probably could have done this last episode, but I wasn't aware we were so close to the end of the case. So that one's on me, if we ended too soon. Fortunately, I'm not breaking up this series by case. So once this is resolved, we're just going to go into the second case immediately. The next day...
Good afternoon. I must be at the wrong address. I'd like to speak with the ship's captain, a Captain Ahab. Is that you?
No, my name is Sherlock Holmes.
That detective fella? So, you wanted to see me?
That is correct. We need to talk.
About what?
About Black Peter, who was killed in his own hut with a harpoon.
You know, don't you?
Yes,
How?
the tobacco pouch. You recognized it.
The sailor. It was you. Unbelievable. Well, fine. I confess. But if you really do know everything, you should also know that I didn't want to kill him. He made me do it.
I know. Did you know about this story with the bond certificates? Did you need money?
Yeah. I just wanted him to cough up a little silver. I'm out of work, and I thought maybe he could help me. Well, he refused outright, and he insulted me. I reminded him I knew all about that murder he committed at sea in 1883. Then he got mad when I spoke about his treasure. I barely just had time to throw the harpoon at him before he could jump at me with his knife. You know the truth. What will you do now?
I ask that you return the bond certificates. Keep some of them. You will need them in your exile. It is better that you leave the country for a few years.
And you won't say anything to the police?
I will not say anything as long as you return the money.
Well, I'll do as you ask. But what about Inspector Lestrade?
I will deal with him. Goodbye.
Sometime later. I guess I need to read that.
It's good that you asked me to come, Mr. Holmes. We do need to talk.
About what?
What do you mean? Our case, Mr. Holmes. You sent me a message via your little thug,
His name is Wiggins, Inspector.
telling me that the case is solved. Well, Mr. Holmes, tell me, who is our murderer and where is he?
The morgue.
Eh?
His name is, or rather was, Pablo Coventrao. He was also on the ship with Peter Carey, and he was a harpooner. I'll tell you everything, Inspector, but do calm down. Mrs. Hudson will bring us tea and orange cake.
Orange cake? You're spoiling me, Mr. Holmes. That's my favourite.
More time later.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Inspector Lestrade told me that I should thank you for clearing my name. He also said that you were waiting for me here. I came as fast as I could. I cannot thank you enough. It is all because of you that this nightmare is finally over.
I believe that this belongs to you.
My father's securities. Incredible! But how did you get them?
It would take far too long to explain.
Tell me. This is extraordinary. You are a genius.
Then that may serve as an explanation. Goodbye, Mr. Nelligan, and good luck.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes. And thank you. 1,000 times thank you.
So last time, I actually didn't get that ending. I chose to condemn Pizza Carries, but this time I absolved him. And, well, I mean, that's correct, but I guess they hadn't added in the thing that shows how many people shared my moral choice in this game, which I was actually really looking forward to seeing, so that's a Devil's Daughter thing. Alrighty. Now, while we're still here on the screen, I should explain. I'm not going to replay the ending, though. But if you choose to condemn, you go into a fight sequence with him, with the guy. And then, yeah, you gotta beat him in a fight. And you'll get an achievement for that. I already got the achievement on the other file, not knowing that we could get to this arguably more peaceful resolution to the case. So, I'm going to accept my decision. Yes. And, oh, there it is. Oh, this is it. Okay. So we're a sympathizing ranking. 80% of people solved the case the same way as I did. 60% of people made the same moral choice. Ooh, which means that, yeah, feels good to be good. All right, next.
This trip to the countryside will be good for you, Holmes. As your friend and your doctor, I really do recommend that you give yourself a complete change of scene. Fresh air, brisk walks, bird watching, chopping wood.
Sounds intolerable. I mean, certainly it sounds delightful.
But you haven't yet told me who your friend is. The one we're going to visit.
He is a bee lover.
A bee lover? Do you mean that he keeps bees? That must be Mrs. Hudson, bringing the warm cloth that I requested.
There is someone to see you, Mr. Holmes.
I have no time. Send whoever it is away.
Yes, Holmes, I really think we ought to leave now.
Mycroft.
Sherlock.
Oh, Mr. Holmes? Perhaps you don't remember me. I'm Dr. Watson. We met at the Diogenes Club a few years ago. I documented our encounter in a short story I gave the title The Greek Interpreter.
He does remember you, Watson. My brother remembers everything, and that is why he is so valuable to the government.
We are about to depart for the train station.
I know.
You know?
Sherlock, I need your help. There are people who presently threaten both our country and the Crown itself. You must help us with those methods of yours.
Need help. Those are not words I would readily associate with you, Mycroft.
I wrote you a letter, but you did not reply. And this is not about politics. It's about people. People similar to those whom you pretend to defend in your petty detective affairs.
Everything is about politics with you, Mycroft. I'm not interested. Have some of your agents, your spies, or worse, undertake this job of yours. You are defending your people, and they have little to do with the people I choose to help, I can assure you.
That is the point. You think exactly as they do.
Who are they?
The Merry Men. He is talking about the Merry Men, a band of idealistic terrorists.
Sherlock, do please think about it. They are planning something diabolical. Your country needs you.
You need me, Mycroft, and you are not the country. Although if your waistline expands very much further.
Mrs. Hudson, tea will not be necessary. Dr. Watson, the train conductor, Mr. Parker, is aware that you will be 7 minutes late. You are in the 4th car. The train will be waiting for you. Sherlock, enjoy your time in Staffordshire. And do, please, at least write to me on your return.
Funny. He wrote to him via Skype. Ooh, fun. Let's take a look at this, because this is the only chance we'll get to see the letter for the last case. Well, like, in this case, I should say. Alrighty. So, that's just explaining what we did. Very good. And I don't care about the archives. I do care about changing what we're wearing, because I'm a classic Sherlock Holmes fan. And I want this one. Is there a better one? There is. Casual suit is more my gig. And number 8. I thought so. Perfect. We are ready to do a few things before we leave. Alrighty, like, I guess look at our portable archives. We're bringing in portable archives. I don't think we're bringing in portable analysis table. I'm never looking at that telescope. Can we leave? We might actually be ready to go.
Watson, I'll hold a cab for us. We leave in 5 minutes for the station.
1 week later, there's a loading screen. I suppose I could take this time to silence Skype.
What a gloomy night. It was warmer inside the waiting hall.
Since the station master told us that the train is about to arrive, we should not have to wait very much longer.
Yes, at last.
Attention! The train is arriving at the station. Please stand well away from the platform edge.
I'll take your bags and your blasted archive suitcase. But, Holmes, the headlight. It's faded away.
Something is wrong. I can't hear any sound from the incoming train.
Excuse me, sir. Can you explain what has happened?
I don't know. It's as if the train vanished into thin air.
Holmes, say something.
Quick, fetch a lantern and let us take a look.
It's too dark. Only fog and rails, nothing else.
There is no use in stumbling around here at night. We will come back tomorrow.
The next morning, very early.
Well, here we are again at Evesham Station. We have a full day ahead. Let us begin our investigation.
Alright, let's investigate. By the way...
This suitcase contains my archives. We can consult with it if needed. It is fortunate that we took it with us.
Alright, so let's begin our investigation.
First of all, let us examine the area where the train disappeared.
I want to go inside first, but let's do this. Break the law by running on train tracks. Now we can do F mode. The train is supposedly here.
This is the place where we saw the train vanish last night.
Railway sleepers. Nothing unusual.
Alrighty.
A discarded item, possibly thrown from the train.
And?
There are no tracks or footprints on the ground.
So it wasn't man-made. Or like, you know, a man somehow pushed the train away.
The rails have not been touched. There's nothing unusual here. There are no signs to indicate that the train ran off the track, nor are there any other traces. There is nothing whatsoever. There are no clues. But then, a negative result is also a result.
Oh, I see what you're getting at. No clues, and you're smiling.
Yes, Watson, I do smile on occasion. This mystery appears very promising. This investigation won't be simple. We shall require a map of the region.
Perhaps the station master could lend us one.
Well, let's go see. Back to the station. And as we're walking, I will mention one complaint I have with this game. It's the locations are quite restricted in terms of like where you can go. Most noticeably in this particular case. So that's one thing they fixed in Devil's Daughter, and I'm glad they did. It's more open worldy. Probably
Good morning.
We're done.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Yes, I remember you. I'm Station Master Everett. You were here last night. So, you are Mr. Holmes, the great detective. Will you be investigating what happened?
I shall indeed.
It is extraordinary that an entire train could disappear like that. And to think of all the poor people inside it, the passengers, the driver.
Character portrait. What portrait-y stuff that is characteristic of you? That. That. And not the chain. I guess the chain is boring. There we go. And now we talk.
Could you please give us any details about the train?
Well, there was nothing so very special about it. At least not that I can recall. My memory's not what it used to be. However, if you need it, you can have the train composition report. It's inside my office.
Thank you.
I would be glad to have a detailed map of the local railway district.
But of course, please, take the one that's pinned inside the waiting hall.
See you later, my good man.
Out of curiosity. Yeah, we do not have a map. We just know where we currently are. Alright. Well, now we can head into the buildings and see if we can find a map. This is just it's a room, probably a mailroom or something. I don't know. Either way, it's useless to us. Here's the waiting hall. Hey, be inside. And there's Watson. Here's the map.
This map will be useful.
Just remove it from the frame. That's the map of the area. No, we're not ready to use it or even leave yet. Can we look at this? No, we can't. Hey, get out, Mr. Watson! Move. Alright, what else we got here? Nothing really. Well, I mean, there's obviously gonna be something. We gotta get to this door back here. And then come back here. And look at this!
A new telegram.
I think we should meet this, Mr. Robinson.
I totally was gonna read that, but I didn't. Oh, there's another chance. Message to all stations. Mr. Robinson is located at Bridleton Station. Something station. And that's the composition of the train. Okay. I wonder what the special wagon's all about.
Here is the train set.
Cool. Thank you. And what else we got here?
A
This.
telegraph.
Oh, well, that was just a telegraph for no reason! Cool. So, nice of all the doors just to stay open for me. Cool. And let's see, there's another door we have missed. We have that door, we have that door. We have this door, which goes to this room. Wait, whoa.
This part is probably from a locomotive.
Most likely. Nothing in that corner. We have a junk pile here of stuffs.
An old locomotive bell. This part is probably from a
Yeah,
locomotive.
we already know that.
This place serves as a storage area for the station.
Okay. Can't use that door. So it's just storage parts in here. That's really the biggest whoop we got. Once Watson gets out of my way, we can check out this place. Which really isn't anything. There's people over there, but they're useless. And we have a gate over here. Can we go this way? Sure can. Let's see, we have this doohickey. That's not important. Whoa, we have this!
There was a
Remains of the
building here not so long ago.
But I don't understand, Holmes. Why would anyone destroy the shed in such a manner?
It was disassembled in great haste. It is most odd.
Alright, and what else we got? Continue going for. Whoa, hey, wait! Multiple traces, eh? Wheel traces. What else? Traces. Heavy vehicle traces. I don't really want to. There we go.
Traces. Let's take a closer look.
Like. Alrighty. Well, we have these. Oh, right, we gotta take measurements. Yay!
Nothing interesting here. Nothing.
Whoops. Hey, wait. Do like that.
Nothing. No.
I forget even what you're supposed to measure.
Nothing.
I wanted to measure that track.
No.
But, like, measuring in this game is not the most friendly task. Alright, let's just figure out what we need to measure. Oh, wait, no. Once again, well, we're doing things out of order, which is not bad. But, you know, it means when I do things out of order, there's a problem. I gotta find out what I need to measure, because I'm not gonna stand here all day, even though we're already standing here all day with me trying to figure out what to do all day. Okay. Let's try this.
No.
No, come on.
No.
Seriously, what
No.
do you want me to do?
No.
What's this? is this?
The distance
There we
between
go.
the tracks is about 6 feet 7 inches.
Cool. And then I click these
The
again.
vehicle would have been heavy, as these tracks are quite deep. These
Alright.
traces are relatively fresh and were made by a large truck loaded with materials.
Cool. Yeah, let's keep going down the road.
This road should lead to the town of Evesham.
Yeah, we can't go there, although that's pretty good draw distance for an area we never get to explore. It looks really nice. Doesn't it make you wish you could go out there and explore it? It sure does. Alright. That's just a rock. There's a railway switcher thingy. I guess that's not important. That's not important. I think that's everything in this small area. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go talk to the station manager about what we have learned. Hello, Mr. Station Manager. Talk to me.
It appears that there was a small warehouse near your station and that it was disassembled. Why is that?
It was burgled overnight about 2 weeks ago. The police have already started their investigation, but I doubt that they'll find anything.
What was inside the warehouse?
Nothing of value. A few 100 feet of standby rails and some spare railway parts. But it wouldn't be easy to steal all of that. Why would anyone want to?
I have a thought.
According to the train composition report, there was a special wagon. What does that entail?
That's a highly secure car, ordered by a private party. It is generally to carry something of value. Those wagons have iron walls, you know, without any windows. And they're fitted with a complex key lock.
That is important information. Do you know what was inside this particular wagon?
Certainly not. No, that's private. And it's not my responsibility to allot the wagons to whoever.
Fine.
Was there anything exceptional about any of the passengers aboard the train?
What do you mean? Like officials? I wouldn't know. Oh, but now that you mention it, yes, there was something. There was a message from Bridlington station saying that the train had been delayed because of an issue with the passengers. What kind of problem that they didn't say?
That is interesting. You mentioned a problem at Bridlington station. I should like to visit this station. Could you mark it on the local map?
Of course. It's a suburban railway station. You might take a cab there.
See you later, my good man.
Alright, and now we have that. I guess we can actually teleport from here. Yeah, we totally can. To the new station. So, you enjoying these carriage sequences? They're so nice and long and loading-y. Almost makes me wonder if it would be better just to turn these off to make it load faster. How do you know that would help? It would benefit Young, because then I would just cut out the loading sequences completely. But since they're here, we get to watch them! Alrighty, here we are at the station. Hang on. Nope. Oh, this isn't even the main entrance. So fine. We'll start the snooping.
Away post bags.
Yep, and... not gonna let me back there, that's fine. Nice station over here. I wanna go to the warehouse. Since we're just snooping around all the... Hey, Watson! How you doing? Enjoying your laps around the building? Anything interesting in here? Seem to be... Fine! Let's actually... Hey, Watson. Move. Let's go into this one. The main building. And there are gonna be people to do in here. Or talk to, I should say. Yeah, whatever.
This is an absolute scandal. It's always the same with these rail companies. No respect for the customer.
Is that it? I guess we get to character portrait you up. Alright, what is suspicious or like of note from you? That? That. This. And... whatever that was for, okay. Now then.
Please calm down, sir. What is your concern?
Concern? What is my concern? I'll tell you what my concern is. Last night I were on the train as usual with my colleague, heading home. Then along came this ridiculous ticket inspector, who started arguing that our tickets were invalid. He made us get off the train, and he was extremely rude about it.
So...
Were you aboard the train that vanished last night?
Yes, I heard that it disappeared. But I don't care because we would have stopped before then anyway. Our tickets were valid and no doubt about it. And then, to top it all, the ticket inspector pushed everyone else out too, except for a bunch of rich. Well, because their type don't need a ticket.
Wow.
Can you recall anything more specific about this fortunate group?
Well, yes. They were all foreigners. Spanish-looking toffs with snake eyes.
Goodbye, sir.
Alright, and goodbye to you too. Because we will continue with the investigation in the next video.